I'm about to go on a rant because I'm really, really tired of seeing this, hearing this, feeling this. And I'm going to use slurs in this video because that's how pissed off I am. And I don't give a fuck. Cancel me. I'm not even famous, nigga. I have to say my opinion. I'm never going to be one of them bitches that don't say my opinion because, oh, cancel culture. Let me take a swig. I am homophobic. I am homophobic by today's standards. And let me explain. Y'all already know I'm transphobic. I don't fuck with this. But it all comes down to the same thing. It all comes down to the same thing. Women cosplay. I do not like people pretending to be women. And they profit off of it. Let me break this down. I don't care if you fucking an ass. I've been with bisexual men before. I don't care. I like bisexual men. I watch gay porn. This is gonna be graphic. I had this nigga. Should I tell my tea or what? I had this nigga sucking on a toy as if it was my dick. I don't care that you're gay. I don't care if you're gay. I care that you pretend to be a woman. I don't like that. I hate when you do that. See, the thing about it is, it just gives me the ick. Especially when y'all look horrible. Y'all don't know how to do makeup. Like, there's some people on TikTok, some men who do makeup who look good. Like, he's not gonna like me using him as an example, but Bougie Brown Skin, he's literally a 12 out of 10 in looks without makeup, and he does his makeup so well and is very beautiful. But you ugly faggots with a skinny body wearing a mini dress with your fucking pubic hair in between your legs, no stockings, nothing, with a fucking wig on and a lipstick, doing skits pretending to be a woman. Y'all pretend to be women for views, clicks, and money, but when it comes down to when people are talking about abortion, you're silent. When it comes down to women being tortured and killed and murdered, it's silence. This is my problem. This is the same thing with racism, but y'all only understand it when it's racism, and y'all barely understand that. I have LGBTQ fatigue. I have this fatigue. Why all the gay boys always got their fucking chest out? And it got a person, but when it comes down to the struggles of women, they're silent. Y'all use femininity as a fucking costume, as a personality, like, what do you call it? A personality trait. But when it comes down to protecting and advocating for the people that you're cosplaying, you're silent. It's the same thing as a white person using black scent, getting box braids, saying nigga, got 15 black baby daddies. But when it comes down to black men being killed in the street, they're silent. They have nothing to say. Y'all try on the culture as a costume to get money. Bad baby, woke Vicky, all this other shit. But when it comes down to black people struggling every day, y'all have nothing to say. When it came down to that black lady who is going to jail for, like, she's facing 10 years for using EBT to make ingredients to do a bake sale. She's facing 10 years in jail. And you know if she was white, that wouldn't be happening. Where is the black scent people talking? No, they're not saying nothing. The people who pretend to be black for money and views and attention, they're not saying anything about any stories that have to do with black people. But y'all pretend to be black and say nigga. Same thing with them fucking Mexicans and Spanish people who want black people to help them. Oh, we getting deported. Y'all act like niggas when y'all over here say nigga, are racist towards black people, but when it's time to help you, you want us to help you when you was just racist to us? Why don't y'all understand this concept only when it comes down to race, but not when it comes down to gender? Sexism has existed long before racism ever existed. I need you to understand that. The oppression of black people is a recent phenomenon compared to the long history of sexism against women. Same thing with trans women. You put on a costume, but the thing, it boils down to this. Men will always protect men. They don't care about women. No matter how they dress it up, no matter how much titty and wig you put on, you're never going to be a woman, and the brain cannot be fixed. I talked about this in Venom the Prophecy. The brain cannot turn into a woman brain. That's why they always protect the men. When they talk about anything activism, like has to do with activism, it's only about, protect the dolls. They're so dumb, stupid, and slow. They have this much brain cells. Why do you think they're killing you? Because you look like a woman. But y'all never talking about the men killing women. Why don't you say, stop killing women if you're a woman? Because they're so far removed from everything that has to do with being a real woman. They just became a woman at 20 years old. So when they become a woman, they wonder, why is the men following me home? This is what it's like to be a woman. Why is everybody talking about what I look like in my appearance? Welcome to being a woman. Y'all want men don't understand oppression, especially white trannies. They don't understand. They don't understand what it's like to be oppressed. So now when they put on the fucking female cosplay, they're wondering why all these things are happening to them. This is what it's like to be a woman. You can't just wear the lipstick and the eyeliner and not have to deal with what it comes with being a woman. You can't just have the glitz and glamour without the motherfucking shadows and daggers, nigga. They don't, like, it just frustrates me. A fucking drag queen told me, oh, if the man want the baby, then the woman should have to keep the baby. What? What? You have the audacity to have negative views about women's bodily autonomy, and you pretend to be a woman to get paid for money. You pay your bills pretending to be a woman, but when it comes down to women's rights, you have some negative opinion? I'm confused. I'm just flabbergasted and confused. This shit pisses me off beyond measure. Beyond. You niggas that do skits pretending to be women, Medea, all this other it disgusts me. I am disgusted by this. I am disgusted by this. In a world where women are dying. Do you hear what I'm saying? I wish this was a fucking gun. Do you hear what I'm saying? Women are dying because they cannot get the life-saving abortion care that they need. Because abortion is not just, I don't want the baby. These bitches is going into septic shock because they have ectopic pregnancy. And that's under the same umbrella as abortion, to get rid of the ectopic pregnancy. If you don't know what ectopic pregnancy is, the embryo is implanted into the fallopian tube, and the fallopian tube don't grow baby. Uterus grow baby. If egg and fallopian tube with sperm inside, baby do not grow. Baby grow and then mom die. Baby only survive uterus. Okay, do you understand now? All this thing, they're not even educated about all the things that have to do with abortion. And do you have an opinion when you pretend to be a woman for a living? This is why I say the man brain, you cannot get rid of the man brain. You can get rid of dick, you can put some titties on, you can inject yourself with estrogen, but you're always going to be a man in the brain. The trans women don't care about real women. They care about them. They care about other men pretending to be women. That's all they care about. That they just, why can't you connect the dots that women are facing violence from men? Fake women is facing violence from men. It is a war on femininity. You ever thought about that? And instead of advocating for the freedoms of women and just women to stop being oppressed by men, you just advocate for the cosplayers to have those type of rights when women don't even have rights. What makes you think you should be first in line? What makes you think you, as a man, pretending to be a woman, should be first in line to get rights compared to a woman? Does that make sense? These same people don't agree with abortion. You should have been aborted. That's why you don't agree with it. It just bothers me so much to see a man pretending to be a woman in the gay. That's what I consider fag shit. It's a lot of things I consider fag shit, but the flamboyantness, the over the top, loud, aggressively nasty, feminine presenting shit. I can't. You know exactly what I'm saying though. They're annoying. They're just. And I'm gonna touch on this real quick. I'm gonna interrupt my other clip. They think that they are better than women. The gay men think that they are better than women. They calling you fish because straight men make a joke that women's pussy smell like fish. So they use that and make it a slur for real women. Oh, I want to look fish. Da 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 da. They think it's a competition. They always have the most shit to say about women. Trans women always talking badly about women. Why? Because common denominator. Straight men talking badly about women. Gay men talking badly about women. Drag queen talking badly about women. Trans women talking badly about women. What is the common denominator? Man. They always have fucking negative shit to say about women. You gay niggas is fighting women. Trans women fighting women. You are 250-pound gay man fist fighting a woman. That's fag shit. That's weird. Bro. They go into women's spaces. They start shit with women. And then if you say anything, now you're homophobic. Fuck you. Fucking annoying. They're attention whores. They're fucking insecure and they want everybody to see them. They can't shut up. And what I said I'm gonna interrupt again. What I mean by they want everybody to see them, they so old the pronouns, call them she. You're not a fucking she in the first place. I do it just so I don't have to argue with them because they're Zionist, MAGA, and LGBTQ is like the same to me. They're so fucking annoying. I don't even know how to explain it. They will argue you down to the ground and they're fucking wrong. They're just fucking wrong. But literally, they're so fucking confused. It's two women. They say, I am a trans gay man. So you are a woman pretending to be a man that likes men. You're straight. Of course, it's a white person saying it. And then her black best friend who just sitting there looking like the fucking, token monkey. His token monkey, sorry. They don't even dress like men. They dress like women, but they're trans men that like men. A man with a beard and boy clothes is going to tell you, listen, hear me. A man with beard telling you that you are homophobic, not calling him she. But women can have beard. They weaponize the diseases of women, PCOS, in order to defend their sexuality identity. Well, some women can't have babies, weaponizing the infertility of real women to make it seem like they're more of a woman or they are a woman. And they'd be like, oh, I can't wait till I get a womb transplant, so now I can have a baby and you can't. Everything with men is competition. That's why I keep telling y'all they cannot get rid of the brain that is a man. This brain will always be a man. Everything with men is a competition. Everything with men is a hierarchy. And that's why they treat women like that, because even though they pretend to be women and go into women's spaces, they still see women as beneath them. It is the truth. That's why I do not like anything that's not lesbian, gay, bisexual. I don't even recognize. You niggas make me sick. It's just ignorance, stupidity, and it's not whatever y'all have going on, it's not real. And then it's some trans people arguing online right now on TikTok and they misgendering each other. You know it's make-believe. You know it's pretending. You making us feel bad because we don't want to buy into your bullshit. Bro. It's so many levels and layers. I'm so uncomfortable. I'm so uncomfortable around them. I just wish men and women did not live in the same cities. Like, can we split society now, bro? I'm tired. I'm tired of this. The trans men, women, all y'all men wannabes and women wannabes and everybody who identify with all that, go over there. Live in separate cities. We'll give you the best cities in America. You can have Miami, Las Vegas, LA, fucking New York City, every 5 borough. We'll give you the best places in America. Just leave us alone, bro. But they would never do that because they benefit from the energy of being in feminine spaces. They would never want to live with just men. Trans women don't want to just live in a city where it's just men. Gay men don't want to be only around other men because it benefits them to literally use women for their energy and attention. They're just vampire. I think these people nobody would know you if you wasn't transgender. Nobody would know you if you wasn't pretending to be a woman. You notice gay men who are just act like men, they don't have anything. You only get famous when you pretend to be me, but you won't fight for my rights. Same thing with white people. Regular white people, ghetto white people, they don't get famous until they start putting on that black skin and saying nigga. And tanning. You understand what I'm saying? You start tanning, it's this woman that does blackfishing for, like, that's her whole thing. She injected her lips, she tanned, she looks like a light-skinned black woman. These people would not be famous if they wasn't pretending to be us. But you won't fight for us. And even if they did, I still won't fuck with it. But it's just the principle. I would respect you at least. You have something to say about abortion. Who are you? I am flabbergasted by this. I hate when men pretend to be women in any capacity. In any capacity, be a man. I don't care you suck dick. I don't care that you bouncing, back shots and all, whatever you're doing with that pussy. I don't care. It's the principle of why do you have to pretend to be a woman and then you don't use your platform to advocate for women? It's beyond makeup because some of the gay boys is really good at makeup, really good at hair. Arrogant Tate, for example, very good at hair. But you see how he act like a man? The over sassiness, the princessification of you niggas is the problem. The princessification of you niggas is the problem. Last interruption. What I was going to say is when they imitate women, it's not genuine because they overdo it. I don't know any women who act like gay men. And it's always pretending to be black women because white gay men are never imitating what it's like to be a white woman. They're always imitating black women. That's what really irritates me because their whole personality is a interpretation of black cosplay. Interpretation of black feminine cosplay. That is the white man's personality. Why are you pretending to not only be a woman, but a black woman at that as a white man? It's so icky. And I think that's what it really boils down to because every time they're doing skits online, every time it's talking about the tranny or whatever, they're always pretending to be black women. This overly, like, you know how white people make cartoons of what black people act like and they basically liken them to like heathens and like very uncivilized people? That's the exact same thing it seems like that gay men do when they pretend to be women. It's like over the fucking top. It's not just regular, like a regular chill personality as a white woman, like chill, just cool person. They always have to, girl, I clap that, as if they're pretending to be what white people think black women are. I don't even know any black women like that. So it's just like, it's what white America thinks black women are and then take it up 7 levels. I hate to see that. I hate to see you men pretending to be women. And it's nasty to me. I'm disgusted by it. I cannot explain it. I'm disgusted by you. Period. I don't know how else to explain. Like, I have so many thoughts. That's why it's coming out real rough. But, like, I don't like that fat shit, bro. The fucking flamboyant, just nasty. Like, I see videos of the Pride Parade. It's these fat, really fat white men with fucking assless chaps and no shirt on. A Speedo, basically wearing a Speedo with glitter all over their body. That disgusts me. That is disgusting to me. Call me fatphobic, call me homophobic, xenophobic. I don't care what phobic. That shit is nasty. It's fucking nasty. And they have the worst attitudes towards women. And then the gay boys are starting to go in the bathroom. The motherfucking, I work at the strip club. It's gay men coming into the strip club and they use the women's bathroom. Women can't have nothing. We can't have nothing. We cannot have anything to ourselves. There's no place in the world where women are fucking free from men. Physically, literally, metaphysically, motherfucking spiritually, mentally, emotionally. We are never, just cannot be alone from men. Why are you in a women's bathroom? Is it not enough for you to dress up like a woman? Is it not enough for you to have to be in all of our spaces when it comes down to, oh, women's sports, not a fucking trannies can be in women's sports? Where does the line, where do we draw the line? Yes, I am a TERF. Trans exclusionary radical feminist. I agree. And anybody who's not, they're not thinking. This is literally a colonization of the culture of being a woman. This is the redlining. This is redlining for women. How white people came into black neighborhoods and pushed them out. Men coming into women's spaces and pushing them out. I like when it's just gender neutral, single stall bathrooms places because I don't want to go to the bathroom and fucking see a nigga in there. I'm going to the bathroom to decompress. What if I'm in a club? Niggas is harassing me. Straight men harassing me. I just want to go to the bathroom and just breathe. And then I open my eyes and I see dick and balls. Good night.